Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. In this video, we are going through tips and tricks that you will need in a beginner guide. So this is not going to cover really advanced things in the late game or anything like that. If this video does help you out, I would appreciate it if you could take 2 seconds to sub to the channel and leave a like on the video. It really helps out. There are also links in the description if you want to support me further, including a link to CD keys where you can pick up the game if you want to and save yourself a little bit of money. But jumping straight into these tips, make sure that you are exploring Hogwarts Castle, at least at the very beginning of the game, and always use Revelio, which will be left on your D-pad if you're using a controller, so that you can reveal different field guides and stuff, and listen for the noises. You will hear kind of like a ding sound effect that will indicate a field guide is nearby. Collect all of them whenever you can because they will give you XP, and doing the challenges in the game will also unlock different appearances for like your pieces of gear and stuff. And when it comes to XP, it is so important to make progress as a character in the game. So as well as the exploration and using Revelio to find field guides, make sure that you are doing the side quests and the main quests. I've heard from a lot of people now that even if you go and you complete the main story, the side quests do not disappear. So once you're done with the main story, you can go back and do the side quests if you want to do it that way. However, I like to personally prioritize the side quests and do the main story as I'm going along. And when it comes to spells in Hogwarts Legacy, you eventually get a spell called Incendio, which is a really short-range fire spell, but it deals a lot of damage. But what you need to do in the game is basically synergize all of your different spells to help you out. So when it comes to Incendio, make sure that you are learning combos and stuff, like using Accio to pull your enemy towards you. Then you can use Incendio so that you are guaranteed to hit your enemy. Doing that and building combos through the different spells available to you is going to give you a lot of extra damage, instead of just using a basic spell or just using Accio and then a basic spell. But you can also use Levioso or Accio to lift up your opponent or bring them towards you, and then you can chain it together, like I said, with a combo. So use Accio, bring an enemy towards you, and then just use your basic spell to increase your combo. And once you've made enough progress into the game, that combo will build up and it's going to refill these bars above your health in the bottom right corner. There will be 2 blue bars at the start. That is your ancient magic bars, and once you fill those up using combos and stuff, it will let you pull off really powerful ancient magic spells. But with that, it's not just about your offense and using spells to damage enemies. Also make sure to hold down your shield button instead of pressing it all the time. You'll know when an enemy is going to attack you because you'll have this ring come up above your head. When it's a yellow ring, you can shield, you can use Protego. But when it's a red ring above your character's head, you cannot block that attack, so you need to dodge out of the way. Dodge is B on an Xbox controller. But when you hold down the button, you're not just going to use Protego. So using Y on the Xbox controller is not just going to be Protego. You are also going to use Stupefy, which is going to stun enemies. But whilst you're doing all of that, pay attention to the colour of the shields around enemies that you are fighting, and make sure you are using the right spells to destroy the shields so that you can deal damage, like Levioso for yellow and Accio for purple shields. You'll be able to see, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll be able to see the colours that are linked to the certain spells. But not only that, you can also use your right bumper, or R1 depending on which controller you're using, not sure on keyboard keys. But you can use your right bumper to use ancient magic and just throw objects at enemies. It breaks shields and it deals really high damage. Although it depends on the objects in the area, you're not able to just spam it and use it all the time. And then when it comes to gear, do not worry about the appearance of your gear, as the game has a full transmog system. And you can easily change the appearance of your gear without affecting its stats, including putting your robe hood up and down. Also make sure you are selling your old gear whenever you can, as you do get new gear quite often, and you are limited to how much gear you can have on you at one time in Hogwarts Legacy. As you make progress through the game, you will unlock Merlin trials, and completing those will expand your gear storage. So like previously mentioned, make sure you are doing quests and stuff to not only gain experience, but also extra things that are going to help you out. For an example, at the start, your gear is capped to 20, so expanding your storage is only going to help you out. In Hogwarts Legacy, you do eventually unlock talent trees where you can unlock new skills to further enhance your gameplay. But you need to be careful with this, as I believe, from what I've heard anyway, there are 50 total skills in the game, and there are only 40 points available that are distributed to you throughout your entire playthrough, and there is absolutely no way to respec your points. So one wrong choice and you're going to have to restart your entire game if you think you've made that much of a wrong choice for your preferred playstyle. So be very careful when it comes to the talent trees, pay attention to what you're unlocking, because it can go very, very bad. And then last but definitely not least, if you are a PlayStation player, do not forget to take full advantage of your own shop in Hogsmeade, because that is going to give you way more galleons or the currency in the game for selling items than anywhere else in the game. And on that note, that is going to do it for the beginner guide, the tips and tricks to help you get started in Hogwarts Legacy. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about this game in the comments, and check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.